What is it? Every time you read about the new Volkswagen Up GTI, you're going to read a lot about the Volkswagen Golf GTI MKI, because Volkswagen has pitched the Up as some kind of homage to its original, albeit perhaps not the original, hot hatch. The Up and that first Golf have a similar level of power, for example, and not dissimilar performance figures, while all of the original's design cues have been replicated here, just like they've been replicated on pretty much every GTI from every manufacturer since 1976. Most notably, though, the Up is meant to have the sparkle, the entertainment, the breath of fresh air that came as standard with that first hot Golf. Talking of fresh air, the Up is among the first cars to have a close-coupled petrol particulate filter, which Volkswagen says reduces particulate emissions by up to 95%. So it's nice to know the company hasn't lost its sense of humor. Anyway, during all this homage business, there's one figure they don't reference, which is that while the Up GTI weighs 1,070 kilograms, the first Golf GTI weighed 810 kilograms, despite the city car being not just one, but two entire classes lower than the Golf small family hatch. But that's okay, you know. I'm not going to get all prickly about that, because it's just the way of things. Sure, an Up is heavier, but it would also be better than a MKI Golf at coping with a really cold morning, or a really warm afternoon, or letting you listen to Radio 4, or being driven into a tree. It's just how it is. Anyway, 1,070 kilograms is still sufficiently light that you can make this a warm hatch by giving it a 999cc triple engine, making a modest 114 bhp at 5,000 revolutions per minute, and a more modest 147 pounds-ft, which is generated from just 2,000 revolutions per minute thanks to the fact the motor's turbocharged. Driving the front wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox, it's enough to propel the Up GTI to 0-62 mph in 8.8 seconds. I rather like the mostly subtle look of it, too, especially in the 13,750 pounds 3DR form you find it here. That the suspension has been dropped by 15 mm over a standard Up, and that it gets 17 inches alloy wheels with 195/40 tires, probably does it no harm. There are changes beyond the ride height. The electrically assisted steering rack and ventilated brakes are polo-derived but modified. The torsion beams at the rear and MacPherson struts at the front have stiffer top mounts, with new shaped lower arms on the front, too. There are no adaptive dampers or such like. This is a sub 14 pounds K car, but being a small, light car it shouldn't need them. Let's see. What's it like? Volkswagen always gets some things right. Doors close with a thunk, interior materials and their layout are sensible and clear. The front seats are big, sweetly patterned, somewhere nearer flat than hugging, but the ergonomics are the sort of thing you don't really notice, always a good sign, to the extent that you could comfortably replace your Golf or pass that company car with an Up and drive it without noticing most of the time, except there is less behind you.